Erev Tov Rabotai, we are continuing with our Mishna Yomi, Masechet Nedarim. We are up to Perik Chet Mishnah Vav. Today's Mishnayot should be Leilun Nishmat Neria ben Svetlana, Ranbai, Eliyahu ben Burchai Israelov, and Chana bat Miriam, Menuchatam began Eden, Amen, Elavdir ben Chaim lechaim, with the Refuah Shenema of Daniel Shalom ben Rosa, Betor Shach Chole Israel. Amar Konam Basar Sheni Toem Ad She'atzom. If someone said Konam that I will not taste meat until the fast of Yom Kippur is, and no asur ela ad leilei atzom, he is forbidden meat only until the last meal before the night of the fast, and he may eat meat during the meal itself, even though until the fast is implies until the end of Yom Kippur, in which case the meal before the fast would certainly be included. The Mishnah teaches that this is not so. שלא נתכוון זה אלא עד שעה שדרך בני אדם לאכול בשר, because we assume that this person intended to prohibit meat only until the time when it is the practice of people to eat meat, since it is a mitzvah to eat a large meal the day before Yom Kippur, a mitzvah we learn from a verse in Vaikra, chapter 23, verse 32. And in many places the custom was to eat meat at this meal, like it says in Chulin chapter 5, Mishnah 3, a person would not make a neder that would prevent him from doing so. Rabbi Yossi ben Omer, Rabbi Yossi the son of Rabbi Yehuda says, Konam shum sheni toem ad she'teh Shabbat. If someone said Konam that I will not taste garlic until Shabbat is, eno asur ela ad leilei Shabbat, is forbidden garlic only until the night of Shabbat, Friday night. Shelo nitkaven ze le'ad sha'ah shederech bnei adam le'chol shum, because this person intended to prohibit garlic only until the time when it is the practice of people to eat garlic. Since on Friday night the practice is to eat garlic, we assume that he meant to prohibit garlic only until the beginning of that night and not during Shabbat. Although eating garlic on Friday night is not a biblical mitzvah, unlike the mitzvah to eat on the day before Yom Kippur, Rabbi Yossi holds that one would not make a neder forbidding himself to perform even a practice instituted by the sages. And the Rav does tell us, follows, the halacha does not follow Rabbi Yehuda and not Rabbi Yossi his son. Rather, it's like how we said in the Mishnah earlier, if it's a set, it has a zman kavua, and you say ad she'agia until it arrives, it's until it arrives. If you say ad she'eh until it is, it's until it is, including the event until it ends. And that is then of Mishnah Vav. Mishnah Zayin gives other examples in the Nedarim that are not interpreted literally. If someone said to his friend, Konam she'ani ne'ene lach, what I will benefit from you is Konam. Im en ata ba v'notel lebanecha, if you do not come and take from me as a gift for your children, kor echad shel chitin u'shtei chaviyot shel yain, 1 kor of wheat and 2 barrels of wine. Now, a kor is a large measure of volume. This amount of wheat is quite significant, and together with the 2 barrels of wine is the type of gift one gives to someone to honor someone. And the reason why he said that the friend takes the gift for his children and not for himself is because it is considered more honorable for a person to accept a gift for his children than himself. And the friend refused to take these items. The friend can annul the first person's neder even without going to a sage. Normally, only a sage or a panel of 3 knowledgeable Jews can annul a neder. In our case, however, a sage is not necessary, as the Mishnah will explain. The friend says to him, did you state this neder for any reason but my honor? This refusal of the gift is my honor. By refusing the gift, I show that I'm able to support my children myself and do not need to rely on the gifts of others. The first person's intent in giving the gift was to honor his friend. Although he said that he wished to give the gift to the friend's children, he actually intended to honor his friend. And he made the neder only to encourage the friend to accept it. The friend, though, feels just as honored by refusing the gift. Therefore, the purpose of the gift has been accomplished as though the gift had been received, and the neder does not go into effect. Even though this understanding of the neder does not fit with the literal meaning of his words, we define his words based on his thoughts, because his thoughts in this case are obvious. Similarly, if someone said to his friend, Konam she'ata ne'ene li, what you will benefit from me is Konam, im en ata ba v'noten li bni, if you do not come and give my son kor shel chitin u'shtei chaviyot shel yain, a gift of a kor of wheat and 2 barrels of wine. Rabbi Meir says, asur ad she'iten, the friend is forbidden to benefit from him until he gives the wheat and wine to his son, because we interpret the neder according to its simple meaning. However, Rabbi Meir agrees that in the Mishnah's first case, the neder does not take effect even though the friend refused to accept the gift. In that case, his intent was to honor the friend, and that intent was fulfilled when the gift was refused, since refusing the gift brought the friend as much honor as receiving it. But in the Mishnah's second case, Rabbi Meir holds that no one would demand a gift for himself unless he truly wanted it. So we had no choice but to understand the neder according to its plain meaning, and if he does not actually receive the gift, the neder takes effect. But the sages say, even this one can annul his neder without a sage, as follows. He says to his friend, it is as if I have received the gift I demanded from you. The first person wanted the gift for his own benefit, not his son's, so that it would be easier for him to support his son. Since he now states that he does not need this help, it is considered as if he received it, and the neder does not take effect. Another example, Hayu misarvin bo laset bat achoto. If people were urging someone to marry his sister's daughter, but he did not want to. V'amar konam she'i neenet li leolam. So he said, what she will ever benefit from me is konam. V'chanam geresh et ishto. And similarly, if someone is divorcing his wife, v'amar konam ishti neenet li leolam. And he said, what my wife will ever benefit from me is konam, so that she would be forbidden to remarry him. Both of these women are permitted to have other non-marital types of benefit from him, because this person intended to make his neder only for the sake of prohibiting the benefit of marriage and not other benefits. Since it is clear from the circumstances that he intended only to prevent the marriage, his niece or his divorcee is forbidden to marry him, but all other benefits from him are permitted. And a final example, if someone was urging his friend to eat a meal with him as his guest, but the friend refused and said, konam, that I will not enter your house, or konam, that I will not taste a drop of your cold water, the friend is nevertheless permitted to enter his house and to drink his cold water, because this person intended to make his neder only for the sake of prohibiting eating and drinking large quantities. He did not mean to prohibit entering the inviter's house or merely sipping his water. Although the wording of the neder seems to forbid this too, the circumstances make it clear that he was simply supporting his refusal to eat a full meal with his friend. Therefore, he did not mean to prohibit anything less than a full meal. And that is the Nabotai of today's Mishna Yomi. Baruch Adonai Leolam. Amen v'amen.